academics and UCSC, what do you think of? What comes to mind?
I feel like with any UC that you think of, there's like that prestige aspect too of just like attending UC. So you think like the schools are like harder than they like are. You just picture like people studying all the time, and it is kind of like that. Like a lot of the classes are hard, but I feel like it's not as bad as people make it seem. But yeah.
Do you think this school is the best for your subject of study?
Um, right now I'm graduating with a molecular cell and developmental biology major, and I feel like UCSC is pretty reputable for their science. Like we had the first human genome finished here. Very good biology department. Yes.
Why do you think people want to go to UCSC?
I think that kind of ties in with the one earlier. Like there's like a prestige that like everyone's like, oh, I go to UC and they get to like flaunt or whatever. But also like the education in general, like they do have pretty good educations here. Like yeah, it's a pretty good school. It's way up there.
From your experience, where do you think you got the best education? Why?
Well, between here, or the 2 years I've been here and the 2 years before I transferred at my community college, I definitely think I learned more here. Like it just felt more of like a serious thing here, whereas like at community college I was like still living at home, and like it kind of like my classes were more undergrad, and like where here they're more like upper division for my actual major, so I had to take them more seriously. So I definitely think I got a better education here.
Do you think what you're paying for your education is fair?
I think so. Like, I mean, it's definitely overpriced, and the tuition just keeps going up. I don't think what it is right now is what we should be paying. I do think it should be less, but what can you do? It's just gonna keep going up. I know housing is housing and tuition is a really big issue here, but yeah.
Did you have to take out loans to go here?
I did actually. I had to take out multiple loans, but I wasn't too worried about it just because of the fact that I had transferred here. Like, it wasn't me pulling out loans for all 4 years. So, like, it wasn't as much of a burden. Like, I only had to do the 2, and financial aid covered part of it. So, I only had to pull out, like, a small portion for my loans.
How would you describe the teaching style here versus other schools?
And I feel like whatever class you take, it kind of depends on the subject and the professor that teaches it. Like, you can have a class either here or a state college or community college, but it kind of just depends on the class. Like, you can have an easy class and a hard teacher, or you can have like a hard teacher with like an easy subject, or a hard subject with an easy teacher. Did I say that? Yes. Yeah, I do. I feel like the teaching side here is a little bit more serious, and what I do notice is that because it's quarters, each quarter is only 10 weeks, and the class terms are like very fast paced, and it's hard to keep up with. Whereas at my community college, we had semesters; each one was 18 weeks, so it was very slow, and like we had time to do things. Where here, it's very back to back. Like, you finish one thing, you have to start on the next, and that's how it is.
If you had to do it all over again, would you still pick UCSC?
I definitely would. I love not only the location here, but like all the classes I've taken. I feel like I've learned so much, and I think my favorite part is all the people I've met here. Like, I feel like I've learned so much from them in general. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what I would do if I was anywhere else. I feel like this is the perfect school for me.
All right, thank you. Would you mind if I asked you a question from a different topic?
Go for it.
Okay. Have you ever experienced sexual assault or harassment here at UCSC?
Me personally, I have not, but I have had friends that have experienced that here on campus. But I mean, for me, usually, like, feel like any kind of discrimination I would have would be because I'm gay, but it's like a safe space here on campus, so I haven't personally experienced anything like that.
That's good. Thank you.